Namaste everyone. In today's video, we're going to focus on Muni Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 2.25. Now in this Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali is helping us to understand some more correlations between avidya, sanyog and kaivalya. So we're going to go down and understand how does avidya lead to sanyog, how does the removal of avidya lead to kaivalya, and where does sanyog fit into this entire picture. So let's take a good look at the sutra and start breaking it up word by word. So the sutra itself goes, Tadabhavat sanyoga bhavo hanan tadadrishyeha kaivalyam. Alright, so this is the sutra, but now let's start understanding it step by step. So the first word here is tad or its, and this always happens in a lot of these sutras where it starts with it, and some of you might wonder which it, what is it talking about? But it's always referring to the previous sutras, since sutras are a continuation, and so it's saying its with respect to the previous sutra. Alright, and then we look at the next word, which is abhava. Now, abhava means disappearance or the complete removal of something. So that's abhava. Then we come to sanyog. And like we discussed in the previous sutra, sanyog is this illusion of Purusha and Prakriti. This illusion that we have that they come together, they're part of the same whole. And that's talking about sanyog. Then we look at abhava appearing once again, which refers to disappearance or removal. And then we come to hana. Hana over here is referring to the avoidance or the cessation or the removal of something. And then again we come to tada, its, right, is referring to that which from the previous section. So again, it'll become easier when we go through the sutra, but here it's referring to that or that which. And then we come to the next two words, which is drishi and kaivalya. Now drishi, as we discussed even in the previous sutras, is the potentiality of perception, the potentiality to perceive. And kaivalyam, of course, is the process of kaivalya, where we are approaching absoluteness and understanding the Purusha Tattva completely. So now that we know this, let's try and see what is the sutra trying to say. So the sutra is saying that once this avidya disappears, so once you remove the lack of knowledge, which means once you have knowledge of the self and of yogic practices, then you're able to also remove sanyog. You're able to remove that sort of illusion that you have of sanyog. And that essentially is the same thing as reaching a state of kaivalya. Alright, so it's an intellectual sort of reaching of the state of kaivalya because you've been able to dismantle your avidya, which has led you to being able to look at the illusion of sanyog, and through that you're able to actually now move towards kaivalya in a much better way because you've already done away with your lack of knowledge and your lack of understanding of sanyog. So this sutra is kind of just bringing all the concepts together, it's just one of those sutras that is trying to make things clearer and clearer because there's so many different terms we might end up getting confused as to what's going on, but the sutras are really great that way. They kind of bring the ideas together, try to show you the correlation, help you join the dots in that way. And so that's what this sutra is trying to do for us, very emphatically stating that, hey, if we're able to do away with avidya, a lot of our problems with sanyog will also disappear, and that in turn will lead us closer and closer to kaivalya. So pretty straightforward sutra. There's of course a deeper explanation that we can go into, which is something that we usually do in our classes on Saturdays that we have for philosophy. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely sign up. The link will be in the description. But overall, this is what the sutra is trying to say, and just connecting the dots between avidya, sanyog and kaivalya. So I hope the sutra has been easy and simple to understand, and I hope that you leave your thoughts in the comment section below so we can hear from you. And of course, we look forward to seeing you in one of our future classes. Until then, take care, and we're going to see you in the next one. Namaste.